Welcome, Arithmetic Ninjas, to some simple sums involving subtraction. Now, we've got to be very careful here. We could try and do these in our heads, but there are some ones that may catch us out, particularly ones where we have to work in reverse. So we may have to be careful with question 19, and we may have to be careful with question 21, and also question 8, because it's part of the question that's missing on these ones. If it's part of the question that's missing, we will have to seriously think about whether or not we've got to do exactly what we see, take away 280, or whether we not to do the opposite and add 280. More about that when we get there. So let's have a look at question number 7. 924 take away 500. Now 900 take away 500 is 400, so surely that's going to be 424. If in any doubt whatsoever, quick column method. 924 take away 500. Doesn't harm to check. 4 take away nothing is 4. 2 take away nothing is 2. 9 take away 5 is 4. 424. You could argue that you should be able to do that in your head, but then again, you don't want to be making any silly mistakes either and losing a mark for the sake of an extra 15 seconds of column method. Okay, so it's a good idea to check if you're in any doubt. Right, now question 8 has got part of the question missing. So it's a mystery number plus 200 equals 562. So what we need to do here is realise that we need to go backwards from the 562 back towards the mystery number. Now, if we're going backwards in the opposite direction and we're going in reverse, we need to do the opposite operation to plus 200. And the opposite to plus 200 is minus 200. So we need to start with 562 and then go in reverse, minus 200. Whatever comes out at the start will be our mystery number that goes in the box. So 562 minus 200. Now again, you probably do that in your head. Should be 362, but let's double check. 2 minus 0 is 2. 6 minus 0 is 6. 5 minus 2 is 3. So yep, it's 362. But obviously the title is subtraction, and at first sight it says plus 200. So you have got to be careful that we are actually doing the right thing. Just because it says plus 200 doesn't mean we have to add 200. If you'd have done 562 add 200, you would have got 762, and that would have been the wrong answer. Because as soon as you put 762 into the mystery box, it doesn't make sense. 762 add 200 is not 562. So it's always wise to think, do you have to do the operation that you see, or do you have to do the opposite? Question 13, let's look at this one. Now this one just reads straight left to right. So 562 subtract 70. 562 subtract 70. Let's see what we've got. 2 subtract 0 is 2. 6 subtract 7 we can't do. So borrow from the 5. Borrow from the 5, it becomes a 4. And the one we've borrowed makes a 6 into 16. 16 subtract 7 is 9. And 4 subtract nothing is 4. Final answer, 492. Question 19. Now again, we've got a mystery number. We are subtracting 280 and out pops 200 the other side. So we've actually got to go backwards from the 200 back towards the mystery number. So we need to come backwards the other way, and when we come backwards the other way, we need to do the opposite operation. And the opposite of minus 280 is add 280. So you need to 200 plus 280. Now you can probably figure out in your head that that's going to be 480. So it looks as though the mystery number is going to equal 480. We don't really need to have a question mark in there or an equal sign. So let's just rub that out. And we'll just double check that it is actually 480. So 200 plus 280, double check, 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 8 is 8, and 2 plus 2 is 4. So 480 looks to be correct. The final one, again, we've got a missing number at the start. So question mark, we are subtracting 3,250. Our answer is 1,940. Now we basically need to go in the opposite direction, and the opposite of take away 3,250 is add 3,250. So we're going to need a column method where we do 1,940 add 3,250. Here we go. 1,940 add 3,250. Let's work that out. See what we get. 0 add 0 is 0. 4 add 5 is 9. 9 plus 2 is 11. Put the 1 in. Carry the 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. Plus the 1 I've just carried is 5. So your final answer is 5,190. So all that remains to be done is to write that in our answer box. 5,190. Now we've practiced questions 7, 8, 13, 19 and 21. It's down to you to go and practice the rest. Good luck.